Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 63, and today we are returning with two big games with our Tigers as we take on Dinamo Zagreb away from home in the final Champions League group stage game, and also take on City away at the Etihad Stadium as well in the Premier League. Before we play these games, though, going to show you how I have me getting on off camera, but actually there's nothing to show you. Just realised I was saying that. Of course, you saw the last two games in the last episode. Our unbelievable best win of this series, no doubt about it, 6-1 victory against Real Madrid in the Champions League group stages with Brian Reed netting a hat-trick. Who saw that coming? And then, of course, our very disappointing 1-0 defeat at home to Liverpool in the Premier League. So a reminder, as you can see, going into our final Champions League group stage game, a win tonight will basically put us through. Fenerbahce have got to get something against Real Madrid, really, and I fully expect us to beat Dinamo Zagreb with them right now without a goal or a point in the Champions League group stages. In the league as well, 5th place, 14 games in, 25 points. It's been a struggling start in the league, and hopefully we can pick it up. So, first game is against Dinamo Zagreb, and after resting Reed on the weekend, no doubt about it, he's getting straight back in the team, and we're going for the 4-2-4 in this game, going back to the 4-2-4, abandoning the 4-2-3-1 just at the moment, and seeing what the 4-2-4 can do for us. We haven't used this quite so much this season, as it hasn't worked out too many times, but this is Dinamo Zagreb, we should beat them, and a good chance for us to get familiar with this formation again. So, this is the team for the game then. Raj in goal, but for a time, Rodriguez, Keane, Farouk Balut in midfield, Kante and Barkley. On the wings, Olivier and Lecco, and up top together, the Bryans, Donnelly and Reed. On the bench, Vicari, Sanogo, Torre, Malonis, Miguel, Berahino and Ruggiero. First game, Dinamo Zagreb, let's get a win, come on Hull. And here is the first highlight. Looks like it might come to the hosts as right on cue, Real Madrid take the lead in Madrid with Hazard doing us a massive favour. So we know basically tonight that really it's highly unlikely we are going to go out, even if we fail to win, which will be a surprise because we know that Real Madrid are most likely going to beat Fenerbahce. But of course we still want to win anyway. We need to get our confidence up and we need to start stringing wins together as well because our form has been very poor this season. We just can't stay consistent as Lecco down the right releases Balut, who we know can cross to the middle, and Balut on the ball plays it back towards Barkley instead in fine form late. Now Lecco crosses to the back stick, headed away. Kante first to the loose ball though. Can we carve out a chance? Timon down left, space to whip one in. He does. Donnelly! Oh, it's cleared. He had the ball, but he couldn't get a shot away. But now Kante back towards Timon once again. Going down left, and it's gone in. It's gone in. Josh Timon's cross deflects off Moreno into the back of his own goal. It's not one of the Bryans. It's an own goal, but we'll take it regardless, and we have that lead. Oh, that was an ordeal, that. Seriously, that highlight went on for so long, and then in the end, it's an own goal that gives us the lead. And do you know what? It's about time we have something like that going our way. This season you've seen, and throughout the series you've seen, so many unlucky deflections going against us. It's about time something goes for us, and it's 1-0 to Hull as we go in front. So neither Reed or Donnelly scoring a goal, but again, it's a goal, and we'll take it as Real Madrid go 2 goals up, and I'm pretty sure now we're certainly going to qualify, so we could make it 2-0 here. Olivier on the ball. Crosses. Reed. Oh! Brian Reed, why have I not been playing him? What was he doing out on loan at West Ham last season? What a waste. Cross to the middle, headed away, but only temporarily dealt with. Willie Olivier sticks it back in, and Brian Reed in the middle with the volley makes it 2-0. I tell you, this guy could be our Champions League goal scorer this year, like Berahino last year of 11 in the competition, winning the Golden Boot in the Champions League. Maybe this is Reed's time to win the Golden Boot, and no one saw this coming, that's for sure. But chance for Dinamo Zagreb to get back in the game straight away and score their first goal of the competition. Salah out wide towards Vela. And Vela will try to whip the ball into the centre. He does. Magic is there. And, oh, that could have been their first ever goal. But the shot blocks and behind for a corner. Real Madrid have just gone 4-0 up at home to Fenerbahce as well. So those points are in the bag for them. These points, well, I don't want to jinx it, but should be in the bag for us as well. So that will mean the group will finish with Real Madrid top, us in second, Fenerbahce in third, and of course Dinamo Zagreb with the wooden spoon. The chance for a third goal here. So many chances from the left-hand side, and the game has lagged a little bit because the referee awards a penalty after Brian Reed is felled by Mauricio Hernandez, and a chance for the other Brian, Donnelly, to make it free. And considering his form of late, I've got to say, I'm not fancying his chances. He misses half the penalties he takes. He's very inconsistent from 12 yards. Come on, Brian, redeem yourself, mate. Redeem yourself. He's done it. Brian Donnelly tucks it away. Thank goodness for that. And he's finally ended his goal drought. It's 10 goals for the season. Last year, I think he had 38. I don't think he's going to get that many this year, but we need to see him find the back of the net on a regular basis. Scores from 12 yards, 3-0 Hull, points in the bag, surely. On another highlight just for the break as well, Balut whips in a free kick. Barkley controls. Can we get one more chance for a 4th goal. All of our goals are coming down left-hand side as Timon finds Donnelly, who pegs it back. Leko is there, hits the post, and Zagreb get it clear. I'll tell you what, at the break, I'm telling my players to go down at left flank on a more regular basis, because that's where all of our goals are coming from right now. They just can't seem to defend. So second half begins, taking off Brian Reed for Saido Berahino so I can play him on the weekend against City, because Reed right now in fine form. I never should have rested him against Liverpool, man. I thought I'll save him for the Tuesday night game against Zagreb. We might need him, and he has scored tonight to be fair, but he should have started. He was in the mood, you know, and I said I might start him against Liverpool. I should have done so. Bad decision from me, but it's okay. We're 3-0 up here. And certainly going through now. He'll start against City, and hopefully he'll be able to score his first Premier League goal for us too. And another highlight for us here, just past the hour mark, and once again, we're going down the left, but now moving the ball inside to Barkley, back towards N'Golo Kante. What a pickup, he's been on a free. And now Ross Barkley out wide towards Leko. Chance here for us to attack and come inside if we can. Barkley picks it back up and finds Leko. Balut is all alone down the right-hand side there, and instead we'll retain possession, as we do. Rodriguez to Timon, and Timon through to Olivier, and since all our goals are coming from the left-hand side, I fancy our chances here. Cross to the back stick, Leko heads it in, Berahino denied by an amazing save though, and the sub would have worked out had it not been for a good stop by the number 14. Still 3-0, and half an hour to go. The points are in the bag, we've known that for a while now. So still 3-0, another highlight here, Balut whips in a free kick, and we could have scored from it, but a clearance off the line denies Michael Keane from making it 4. We've had so many chances in this game, we've got to be honest here. Only leading by 3. I'm surprised we're not 4 or 5 goals up, really. We've had a lot more chances and really should have taken a couple more, but it's okay. I mean, in the end, it's not going to matter, of course, but I want another goal, really, to get that big thumping win I was after, as there is our 4th goal, right on cue, with the substitute Saido Berahino heading in a failed corner, as failed? It wasn't really a failed corner, because it resulted in a goal. It was a successful corner. Balut whips it in, and it was failed to be dealt with by Dinamo Zagreb. That's what I meant to say. Nice save there, as Saido Berahino heads it in. So 4-0 to Hull City, and just waiting for the game to be done now. I've much lowered the tempo, stay on feet, don't want to see any more silly yellow cards, just trying to get this game over and done with as soon as we can. But another highlight, and can Dinamo Zagreb score their first goal in the Champions League group stage? Is this the moment? Obviously not. So that is going to do it then, 20 seconds of stoppage time to play. And we are in to the Champions League knockout stages. I think you'll see the draw in today's episode as well. I think, I don't know, maybe not. Actually, I can't think. When is it? Isn't it directly after the group stage, like a few days afterwards? Pretty sure it is. So I think you'll see the group stage, the knockout stage draw today as well, as we get the job done. So we beat them 4-0 at home. We beat them 4-0 away in Croatia as well. A solid little victory. We're so good in the Champions League. It's a shame we can't carry over our form in Europe into the league as well. But we got the job done. That's the most important thing. And good to see both Bryans notching up a goal each in this game as we get a very solid 4-0 victory. And getting the job done against Real Madrid really was what did it for us in the end, because we knew that going into this game they were always going to have to beat Real Madrid, because we were always going to win that game, and that was highly unlikely. So we see the draw today. I'm pretty sure you will. There's the City game. Where's the Champions League draw? Okay, no, you won't, unfortunately. But do you know what? I think what I'll do is I will give you the draw. Actually, I'll just play the Palace game off camera, and I won't show you what happened. Just do the draw. Or as we're advancing through, I could be sneaky and do a little triple header, because we all love our triple headers, don't we? So why not do a triple header instead, and play the Crystal Palace game, and then do the draw directly afterwards. Let's do that instead. So now the final Champions League group stage games have been played, let's go ahead and see who we could face in the next round. It will be either Bayern Munich. Someone told me you can't take on a side from the same nation in the first knockout round. I should have known that, but thanks for clearing that up for me. So it'll be Bayern Munich, Barcelona, or Benfica or Leverkusen. Is that right? I think so. I don't know. We'll find out anyway in a moment's time. God, I'm a mess. Alright, so second game of the episode, Manchester City away in the Premier League. Big game as we take on the side currently sitting in second place. We're going to the 4-2-3-1 for this game, which I know you're probably sitting there thinking, why? Because you keep on losing with it. But I do want to try the 3-5-2, but I'm going to wait until the Palace game before trying that experiment, because, I mean, 3-5-2 away at the Etihad Stadium, never used the formation before, with players on the wide areas that probably won't contribute much on defence. No, we need to make sure that we're taking on much weaker opposition before we try that sort of thing. So this will be the team for the game then. Still Dembele and Saidi not fully fit, so they won't play. Balut is suspended for this game, hence why he played 90 minutes away in Zagreb. And for those wondering where Gareth Bale is, by the way, he's in our under-23s right now, also coming back from a, what was it, a bruised foot, a broken ankle, something like that, I don't know. But it's how relevant he is this season. He's just sat in 23s right now. So, this is the team for the game then. Raj in goal, back four of Huck, Diamov, Sonogo, and Torre. In midfield, Kirkpatrick and Malonas. On the wings, Miguel and Barley, and Barkley is the attacking midfielder. Reed is leading the line, and on the bench we have Vakari, Keane, Time, and Kante, Olivier. Where's Donnelly? I forgot to put Donnelly on the bench. That's how poor he's been. We'll have Donnelly and Ruggiero as well. So, here we go then. It's the second game of 3 today. It's Manchester City. I'm not expecting much, but we really need to get our league form sorted. I'd love a win. Come on, Hull. So first highlight comes to City. Pulisic with a free kick. Diamov heads it clear, but the American whips one back into the far post, and Bernat is completely unmarked, and it's taken 55 seconds for Manchester City to go in front. I should have... I just don't know. I mean, I really don't know. Champions League, we're absolutely fantastic. Premier League, we're awful. Pulisic with a lovely first-time half-volley cross to the back stick, and Bernat is all alone. Where are my defence? Like, why is no one picking him up? He's completely unmarked, and it's 1-0 already. I should have used a 3-5-2. That's how much I detest using this 4-2-3-1 at the moment. It's not working, so why do I keep persisting with it? I'd rather use a formation I've never even tried before. As Torre goes down the right. Come on, chance for an instant reply. Barley crosses. Huck! Yes, get in! First goal for the club for Willie Hack. And it is 1-1. And another assist for Barley. I think that's 9 assists already for Mr. Barley on the right-hand side. And our left back with the goal. So our two big money signings combined in there. Torre to Barley. Nice cross across the ground. And Willie Hack simply couldn't miss. Right into the bottom corner. 1-1. And we're back to square one. Oh, and Rees just picks up an injury as well. No, Brian Reed, I'm giving you the start in this game. And he's damaged his heel. I think I'll keep him on for the time being, because he should be able to play through that. But at half-time, if he's still struggling and not doing much, I might have to bring on Brian Donnelly, perhaps for his redemption, as it's still 1-1 half an hour in. So Reed continuing to look a little bit worse for wear. Hasn't done well in the first half. Nothing to report, and a 6.6. So as we head into half-time, is this the moment for redemption? Is this Brian Donnelly coming off the bench to redeem himself? I think we'll keep an eye on Reed's injury. Might start him against Palace in the 3-5-2 on top alongside with Brian Donnelly. But 45 minutes ago, Reed did nothing in the first half. So let's bring on Brian Donnelly. And let's go ahead and say, I know a lot of you will be keen to avenge what happened last time we played City. We've motivated quite a few of them. And I'm going to go ahead and say to Brian Donnelly assertively, no, I'm going to say passionately, show me what you've got. No. I think there's a lot more to come from you, and I completely believe you've got what it takes. I do. He's motivated. This is the moment. 45 minutes to go. Donnelly's redemption. Come on, Brian. Come on, Brian, son. You're in the mood. You know what's to be expected of you now. You know that you can't sit around and just give us subpar performances, because Reed is on the rise. He's giving the ball away straight away. So first highlight of the second half, and worryingly it does come to City. Pulisic on the ball. Donnelly does well to win it back for us though. And why would you do that, Malonas? Like, there's no one up there. You just saw Donnelly chase back to win it back for us. Why would you do that? Hart gets it clear, but City keep holding the ball. I think they will get a chance here. Linhart now trying to turn Kante off the bench. He wins it back. And Miguel finds Donnelly to Barkley. Come on. Oh, no, he's tackled. And there is Torre. Come on, still a chance for us to win this game. Barley. Come on, son. Great work. Down the right-hand side. Donnelly's in the middle. Can he find him? Penalty. Penalty to Hull. And Brian is going to take it. We know how it works for Donnelly from 12 yards. He scores one, misses one. Scores one, misses one. He scored the last one, so you'd think he's going to miss this one. 11 minutes to go. Please, Donnelly, come on. This is it. Brian Donnelly from 12 yards. The most inconsistent penalty kick taker we've ever had. Come on, son. Big moment. This is time for your redemption. Tuck it away. Oh, he's done it. He's done it. Brian Donnelly scores 2-1. And we go in front. Get in. Oh, was it ever in doubt? Was it ever in doubt? Donnelly smashes the ball home. It's 2-1 to Hull. And we've gone in front for the first time. Now let's see this game out and claim a huge 3 points. But highlight for City directly afterwards. Just as I was going to make changes. Cross the middle. Frank puts it in. And we led for about 2 minutes. And City are back on level terms. God damn it. We just cannot defend, can we? And we just cannot defend for the life of us in the Premier League. It's a brilliant cross, to be fair. Into the middle, across the ground. Skips past two black and amber shirts. And at the back stick, it's turned in. 2-2, and I think that will most likely do it now. Or is there one late twist in the tail? So that is probably going to do it then. 15 seconds of stoppage time to go. And it's a point. And, you know, coming into the game, based on our really poor run in the league, I would have taken a point, no doubt about it. But I thought we were going to win the game from Brian Donnelly turning away that penalty. But instead, it does finish 2-2. It's not a bad result. You know, City are a better team than us. They're 5 points clear of us in the league and a few positions above us as well. So calmly, I will say, everyone thought we'd get beaten. We proved them wrong. And there you go. Reed is going to get criticised though for a 6.6, and that should fire him up, which is good. And we shall just have to be satisfied. Had to be satisfied with a draw. At least we didn't lose. At least we didn't lose. It could have been a lot worse. Having said that, we're definitely switching to 3-5-2 for the game against Palace. Absolutely no doubt about it. We just can't seem to get it sorted right now. You know, we just cannot seem to get our league form sorted. We need to start winning games on a regular basis. So is the 3-5-2 the one that's going to do it for us? Alright then, so third and final game today, and it is Crystal Palace here at home in the Friday night fixture. We really need to win this game. Our form in the league has been really poor of late, so we got to pick it up here, and hopefully we'll be able to. So we are going to the 3-5-2 for the game then. These are the instructions I'll be using. We're dropping our defensive line deeper, which is a bold thing to do when the wide midfielders probably won't contribute that much on defense, really. So there'll be quite a bit of a gap between our 3 in the back and our 5 in midfield, but we concede a lot of goals from balls over the top, so I'd rather stick it on deeper, or maybe slightly deeper actually. Let's not go mad, and let's go slightly deeper. Closing down less, playing as wide as we can, trying to stretch the play out if we can. Playing out defence, short pass, retain possession as we like to do with higher tempo, and also trying to work the ball into the box as we also like to do as well, starting on control. So this will be the team for the game then. Reed's conditioning is quite poor after the damaged heel, so do I want to start him? Let's give Rogerio a start. Let's give Rogerio a start and have Reed on the bench for this game due to that little knock, and we'll have Rogerio as a target man that supports actually, as we can utilise his height in this game. So, yeah, let's go for it then. This will be a team for the game. I'm feeling very nervous. Oh, Sonogo, by the way, got a training injury, hence why he'll miss this game as well, which is a bit of a shame. So, this will be the team for the game then. It's Raj in goal. It's a back four of Dimov, Rodriguez and Keane. And in midfield, I mean, I don't know what's going on here, but Huck is starting on the left-hand side of midfield. Barley's starting on the right because we just can't drop him right now. And in the middle, Kirkpatrick, Barkley and Malonas, who's our advanced playmaker. Up top together, Donnelly and Rogerio, and on the bench, Vicari, Torre, Balut, Kante, Olivier, Miguel, and Reed, who isn't... I'd never like to play players, even on the bench, when they've got 82% conditioning. But he's been informed, so we'll leave Berahino out of the game for this one. So, Crystal Palace then, third and final game. I know, just hoping for the best playing this system. I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. It is bold, very bold. But I mean, you've got to try, haven't you? You've got to try something. Because considering how bad we played with the 4-2-3-1 of late, we need to give something different a go. You know, we need to give something different a go. Because you remember last season we switched to the 4-2-4 halfway through the second half of the season, and we were fantastic with it. We won pretty much every single game using the 4-2-4. So when we change things around a little bit, we normally start playing well. So hopefully in this game, we'll see us have a really good solid win, and the 3-5-2 will be the new system we use for the foreseeable future. First chance for us possibly as Donnelly loses the ball, but Hack picks it back up and finds Malonas, and Brian back out wide towards Willie Hack, down left-hand side, crosses, Donnelly is there. Oh, great save by West Foderingham, and still 0-0. So still 0-0 as Foderingham caught that free kick. That wasn't a highlight, was it? That wasn't a highlight. No, here we go. As Keane heads it on towards Ross Barkley. And maybe a chance here. Kirkpatrick on the ball out wide towards Willie Hack. We're going to try and spread the play out wide as much as we can in this game. As Barkley finds the Scott Kirkpatrick back towards Hack. He's got Donnelly through. He'll give it to him. Brian on the ball. Finds Rogerio. Back towards Brian. Shot deflected. And it finds the back of the net. Hole 1. Crystal Palace 0. Donnelly will claim it. It's 3-3 for Brian now. And he's finally getting back in form. Very big element of luck to the goal though. And I always hold my hands up when we get a bit of luck. We had one in the Dinamo Zagreb game. And now one here as well. And this is why I don't complain that much when bad luck happens against me, because I say it all the time, but luck will balance itself out eventually as Donnelly strike takes a deflection and finds the back of the net. So 1-0 to Hull, we've gone in front. We made a bright start to this game, and I got to say I'm liking the look at this 3-5-2. Now I've said that, you know what's going to happen though, don't you? Final score, Hull City 1, Crystal Palace 5. As Willie Hack gets on the ball and finds Barkley. And Ross towards Rogerio, who hammers the ball home. No element of luck to that goal. Just a thumping strike from our Brazilian. And it's 2-0 to Hull City. Only his second goal of the season. He's not played well this year, but that's a really good strike. And maybe West Foderingham could have done a little bit better there. But but the ex-Rangers and Swindon goalkeeper he just couldn't stop it. There was just too much power on that shot, as he can only divert the ball into the back of his own goal. 2-0 Hull City, and I've got to say, we've played very well in this first half using this new system. Brian Malonaz on the ball, comes inside and shoots but puts it wide. We've been sensational. And yet another highlight. I'm loving this 3-5-2. Willie Huck on the ball, and he's tackled, but Derbali picks it up here. Derbali now back towards Brian Malonaz, now through towards our big money man. Ruggiero back towards Derbali, still trying to build a chance. Here comes the number 7, getting inside, crosses to Donnelly for his second goal of the game. Brian's back, baby. Brian is back. I mean, 2 penalties, 1 deflected effort, and this is the only goal he scored where he hasn't scored from either 12 yards or a little deflection. But regardless, Donnelly with the finish. Nice little peg back by Derbali as well, who I think now has 10 assists for the season. Derbali is just unbelievable. I really like him. You know, I really, really do. Spending 200 grand a week to pay his wages, our highest earner by far. He's on double our second highest earner, and that's a new signing in the belly as well. He's been awful. But with Derbali, we're certainly getting our money's worth, no doubt about it. He has just been absolutely excellent this season. And for £67 million, it was a big investment, but it's certainly paying off. So free kick for us here, 9 minutes to go. Kante to Huck, and maybe a chance here for a 4th goal as we play it back towards Steam. I've got to say, this 3-5-2, first time using it in the entire series, doesn't seem that way. We've been so comfortable with it, and we've got to grips perfectly right from the get-go as Farouk Balut rolls it through towards Ruggiero, looking for Donnelly. Is this the moment for the hat-trick? It is! Brian Donnelly is back. A hat-trick for our number 9. 4-0 to the Tigers, and a fantastic goal. Lovely work guard at one. Kante into Balut, through towards Ruggiero, and the strikers link up for Donnelly's 3rd as he'll claim the match ball. He's back. He's back. He knew Brian Reid was coming for his position and maybe for his number as well. He needed to start banging them in, and he certainly has. 5 goals in 3 games, and also a hat-trick today as well. And that is how the game is surely going to finish, or maybe not. Could be a highlight here. Kante on the ball for us, through towards Farouk Balut, looking for Brian Donnelly's tackle, but Huck picks it back up for us. And our left back towards Balut, and the Turkish midfielder comes inside. Wonderful work from Balut. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Comes off the bench and makes it Hull City 5, Crystal Palace 0, with his first goal of the season, and what a goal! He was on the floor for a moment, then picked himself back up, runs through a couple of red and blue shirts, and then fires it past Fotheringham with a lovely little finish. Hull City 5, Crystal Palace 0. First time playing the 3-5-2 as well, and we've been absolutely excellent. So that will do it then. 5-0 the final score. Well, maybe. Oh yes, well done, Raj. 5-0 the final score. A fantastic performance and a great result as well. And those big 3 points move us up to 4th place, as we'll end today's episode in the top 4. And that feels really good as well. Although will we? Because we're playing on Friday night though, actually. Yeah, so we probably won't, because Chelsea will probably win. And we'll go back down to 5th place. But either way, it's a win. It's a thumping win. It's what I wanted. And 3 solid results today. A big win away in Croatia against Dinamo Zagreb, putting us through to knockout stage of the Champions League. A decent 2-2 draw away against City, who were in 2nd place at the time. And then a 5-0 victory using our first ever formation. I can't think of anything particular that needs addressing after that, says Salza. I think we're going to passionately praise him instead, assistant manager. So I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. Defensively, we shut the door. And going forward, we're a real handful. We switched off Key, and that's kind of annoying, but we shall praise Brian Donnelly individually for his very good performance, and he is fired up. And why not? Hat-trick for Brian Donnelly. He's back on the score sheet and back in the mood. And so as we're advancing to the Champions League knockout round draw, then we'll see how Chelsea got on, and they did win a 3-2 victory at Turf Moor against Burnley. So we'll drop down to 5th place then to end today's episode off, which is a bit of a shame. But either way, at least we won. At least we beat Palace by 5-0. I'm certainly not going to complain. So here we go then. It's the Champions League. Oh God. No, Brian, do not leave to the dark side. You're not leaving to join Manchester United. I'm sorry, mate, but you're staying here. You can go anywhere you want, but you're not going to United. Can you imagine? Evil Brian Donnelly. It will score 20 goals a game if he's at United, considering how good they are. So here we go then. Champions League first knockout round draw, and let's see who will be taking on in the first knockout round draw. So we can be drawn against. If we can't draw against the English teams, that means it's Bayern, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Leverkusen, or Benfica. Let's find out. Although we can't get someone from the group either, can we? So it's Bayern, Barcelona, Leverkusen, or Benfica. I don't know. We'll find out together. So here we go then. We've been drawn straight away, and it's going to be against, oh God, I hope it's Leverkusen or Benfica, but a bad feeling it's going to be Bayern Munich or Barcelona, and it's going to be Leverkusen. All right, I'll take that. Leverkusen in the first knockout round. Those are the other ties drawn for you. And there you go. So, by Leverkusen in the Champions League first knockout round draw. We got to the final last year, and I'm feeling confident we can get through to the quarters. Leverkusen side, let's see what they are like. Oh, they're top of the Bundesliga, so I mean they must be. Oh, okay. Well, they must be quite good then. Bayern are awful. They must be quite good then. 4 points clear at the top of the table, and they may not have won it any of the past 4 years. Dortmund have won it the past 4 years. Wow. I really should check this out more, shouldn't I? And let's find out what Leverkusen's side is like then. And maybe I'm not feeling quite as confident then. They got Swansea legend Timo Horn on the bench. Blanco's their first team goalkeeper. They got Rudiger still there. Henriks, who turns into a monster in this game. So that's a little bit worrying. Lemos as well, who also does quite well in FM2. Do you know what? I think I was not celebrating, but I think I was getting a little bit too far ahead of myself. They got Kingsley Coman as well. Okay, yeah, that's not going to be easy at all. That's actually not a good draw for us whatsoever. But that will end today's episode of the Football Manager series, though, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy the episode, then please do consider leaving a like, as likes are, of course, very much appreciated, and they really help the channel out as well. We shall return in the next episode with games against. We want to sort of get ahead of ourselves a little bit and play quite a few games off camera. So what I think we'll do is we'll come back in mid-January for games against Manchester United away at Old Trafford, because you can't miss that one, and also Burnley at home as well. So a double day, United away and Burnley at home, and we'll see how we've been getting on. So thanks for watching, guys. Much love to you all. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you for the next episode in our Football Manager series very soon. Bye.